All right, so get this. We're going deep on cryptocurrency today.
Sounds exciting.
It is right.
Oh.
We're zeroing in on this coin. It's called WrkzCoin.
Okay.
And on top of that, we're checking out this whole thing with TipBots that are like popping up all over the crypto world.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we've got two main sources to kind of help us navigate all this.
Okay.
First up, we're going to be looking at WrkzCoin's own website, straight from the source.
Makes sense.
And then we're going to jump into some excerpts from this blog called Bot Tips.
Bot tips.
Yeah, they cover all sorts of different crypto projects. And they've got some pretty interesting stuff on WrkzCoin, actually.
Okay.
So what really caught my eye about this whole WrkzCoin thing is their proof system. It's not your typical proof of work setup like you see with a lot of other cryptos.
Right.
And that's where things get kind of interesting.
Yeah, their approach is definitely unconventional.
For sure.
And we'll definitely break that down.
Awesome. So first things first, right? What exactly is WrkzCoin? So their website describes it as fast, secure, private, and it's based on this kryptonite/UPX algorithm.
Okay.
So pretty standard crypto jargon, would you say?
Yeah, I mean those are kind of the buzzwords you see with a lot of cryptocurrencies.
Right, right.
But what's really interesting here is the sheer volume of WrkzCoin that's available.
Oh, okay.
The total supply is 500 billion WrkzCoin.
500 billion. Whoa, that's a lot of Rks.
It is, and that massive supply that could really have an impact on the coin's value.
How so?
Well, just think about it. Like if there's a ton of something, right? The value of each individual thing might go down.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's definitely something to think about if you're considering investing in WrkzCoin.
Gotcha. So big supply, potential impact on value.
Exactly.
Noted. But now let's get to the really interesting part, right? That unique proof system.
Yeah.
They call it a three-pronged approach: proof of talk, proof of post, and then the more familiar proof of work.
Interesting.
Hold on. Proof of talk. You mean like I could potentially earn crypto just by chatting it up on Discord?
That's exactly what they're saying.
Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely a clever way to try and build a community around the coin.
Yeah.
By rewarding people for being active in their Discord chat. They're kind of encouraging people to join in, that could lead to more users and more visibility and potentially, increase the coin's value.
So it's like they're building this like bustling town square,
Yeah.
where everyone's kind of invested in making the town a success.
I like that. A good analogy.
And then there's proof of post, which is you get rewarded in WrkzCoin for like contributing to code projects and discussions on their forum. So it's like they're trying to incentivize like, actual contributions, not just casual chatter.
Yeah.
Which I can see how that could be valuable, but it also like makes me wonder, is that sustainable long term?
Right.
Can you really build like a lasting cryptocurrency ecosystem based on rewarding people for online interactions?
It's a really good question.
Yeah.
And honestly, only time will tell how this model plays out.
Right.
It could be a brilliant move. It could just be a flashy marketing tactic.
Right. Right.
We'll see.
Okay, so we've got these like interesting proof mechanisms in place.
Yeah.
But what about the actual nuts and bolts of WrkzCoin, right? Let's talk tech. Wallets, mining, all that good stuff.
All right. So when it comes to wallets, WrkzCoin offers a few different options.
Okay.
You've got CLI, you've got GY, and even a paper wallet.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to see that they're catering to like different levels of, tech savviness.
Right.
Because I know some people who like swear by the simplicity of paper wallets, even though it seems kind of old school in today's like digital world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they do offer a certain level of security, by keeping your private keys completely offline.
Right, right.
It really comes down to personal preference and your risk tolerance.
Makes sense. What about the mining side of things?
So for mining WrkzCoin, they use the Kryptonite UpX2 algorithm.
Okay, that sounds pretty intimidating.
It can sound like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But basically it just defines the rules of the game for miners,
Okay.
It tells you what kind of hardware and software you need to effectively mine WrkzCoin.
So for someone who's like interested in mining WrkzCoin, understanding this algorithm is pretty crucial.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that Kryptonite is designed to be CPU friendly.
Oh.
So you might not need those expensive, power-hungry graphics cards that you usually associate with mining other cryptocurrencies.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so that could potentially open up mining to a wider audience.
So even if someone doesn't have like a super-powered gaming rig,
Yeah,
they could potentially mine WrkzCoin.
exactly.
Wow.
But it's important to remember that mining is just one way to acquire WrkzCoin, right? They're also listed on exchanges like Expatron and Cretex.
Oh, that's right. And speaking of exchanges, their website really emphasizes the importance of security.
Yes.
Like, they urge users to do a test send before going all in and to enable two-factor authentication, which is especially important for someone who's, new to crypto, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A test send is just a small transaction you send to make sure you've got the right address and everything's working smoothly before you send a larger amount.
Okay, that makes sense. Like a safety check for your crypto.
Exactly.
Gotcha. But it looks like there's another way to get involved with WrkzCoin, and that's their TipBot on Discord.
Right.
And this brings us nicely to our second source, the Bot Tab's blog.
Yes, this blog is all about the rising trend of tip bots and how they're being used to distribute crypto in online communities like Discord.
So how do these tip bots actually work? Like, what's the deal there?
Well, imagine you're on Discord, you're chatting with someone, and you want to show your appreciation for their contribution. Maybe they shared a helpful link or offered some insightful commentary. You can use the tip bot to send them a small amount of WrkzCoin directly within the Discord platform.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. It's like giving someone a virtual high five.
Yeah.
But with like real value attached to it.
Exactly.
And these microtransactions, that could potentially revolutionize how we interact and exchange value online.
Right.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It is. It's, you could be tipping your favorite content creators or rewarding helpful community members, all with crypto.
Wow, that's a fascinating thought.
It is.
But the Bot Tips blog, they don't just talk about WrkzCoin, right?
No,
They also mention other coins like Pangolin coin and GNTL coin.
that's right.
So it's not just about WrkzCoin, it's about this like broader shift in how cryptocurrency is being, used and integrated into our daily digital lives.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's what makes this duck dive so interesting. We're not just exploring one specific coin.
Right.
We're looking at a whole ecosystem of innovation and experimentation happening within the crypto world.
All right, so we've got WrkzCoin's unique proof system, the rise of tip bots and microtransactions and a whole bunch of other coins kind of trying out similar strategies.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in.
It is.
So where do we go from here?
Well, now that we've laid the groundwork
Yeah.
and kind of explored the key players,
Right.
let's dive deeper into the potential implications of this trend.
Okay.
Could WrkzCoin's community-focused model be a more sustainable path for cryptocurrencies?
Yeah,
How might tip bots reshape the landscape of online interactions?
that's a great question.
These are the questions we'll be unpacking next.
All right, I am ready to dive deeper.
Let's do it.
Let's see where this crypto rabbit hole leads us.
Absolutely. So this whole community-focused model that WrkzCoin's got going on, it's pretty intriguing, right?
It is. But I'm still kind of like grappling with this whole like sustainability question,
Right.
Like is rewarding people for online interactions, is that really enough to like build a truly valuable cryptocurrency, one that's going to like last?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's no easy answer, but I think what's really interesting here is that, WrkzCoin is kind of challenging the conventional wisdom in the crypto space.
Yeah.
They're not just focusing on the technical stuff, like the mining and the blockchain security.
Yeah.
They're actively trying to build a community
Right.
that's invested in the coin's success.
Right. It's like they're saying, hey, we've got the tech figured out.
Yeah.
Now let's focus on the people.
Exactly.
But like, how does that translate into actual value for WrkzCoin?
Well, think of it this way, a strong and engaged community that can create a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
It can attract attention. It can even drive demand for the coin.
Okay.
It's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, if people believe in the project and they're actively using it,
Yeah.
it becomes more valuable.
So it's about like building momentum.
Yeah.
Creating this like sense of excitement around.
Precisely.
Gotcha.
And that's where those TipBots come in, you know.
Right.
They're not just a way to send small amounts of crypto.
Yeah.
They're a way to foster engagement, to kind of, you know, gamify the whole experience.
Okay.
Imagine you're in a Discord server,
Right.
you're discussing WrkzCoin, and
Yeah.
someone makes a really insightful comment.
Right.
You can instantly reward them with a tip.
Oh, wow.
You're showing your appreciation, you're fueling the conversation.
It's like those like buttons and upvotes that you see all over social media, but with actual value attached to them.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
And that's what's so compelling about this whole trend. You know, it has the potential to really transform how we interact online, how we exchange value. It's not just about buying and holding crypto anymore. It's about, you know, using it in our daily digital lives.
You know, this reminds me of those promotional video titles that we saw earlier, like economy game, voucher feature. So it sounds like they're like building this whole like mini economy around WrkzCoin,
right?
Using these TipBots as the engine.
You're spot on.
Wow.
And it's not just limited to WrkzCoin. You know, remember those other coins that were mentioned in the Bot Tips blog?
Yeah.
Penguin coin, GNTL.
Yeah.
They're also utilizing TipBots. They're exploring innovative ways to integrate their coins into online communities.
So it's like this whole new frontier of crypto experimentation is unfolding.
It really is.
That's pretty exciting.
It is.
But also, like, I can imagine for the average person, you know, someone who's just starting to explore crypto, it can be like both exciting and kind of overwhelming at the same time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, so many different coins, so many different approaches. It's like, where do you even begin?
Right. Exactly.
Well, I think, you know, the first step is to educate yourself. Do your research. Don't just jump into something because, you know, it sounds cool or because someone promised you, you know, quick riches.
Right.
Take the time to understand the underlying technology, the team behind the project, the community surrounding it.
Okay.
And remember, it's okay to start small. You know, experiment with different platforms, try out those TipBots, see what resonates with you.
That's really good advice.
Yeah, just be smart about it.
But let's not forget about the technical side of things, right?
Right.
We talked about that Kryptonite Upbase 2 algorithm that's used for mining WrkzCoin. What are the like implications of that for someone who's like thinking about getting into mining?
Well, it's definitely a crucial factor to consider.
Yeah.
As we mentioned earlier, Kryptonite is designed to be CPU friendly. So you might not need, you know, specialized mining hardware to participate, but you still need to understand the algorithm.
Yeah.
You need to set up your mining software correctly. And you probably want to join a mining pool.
Oh, mining tools.
Yeah.
I've heard that term before.
Yeah. So think of it like this, right? Mining individually, that can be like trying to win the lottery on your own.
Okay.
Your chances are pretty slim.
Yeah.
But by joining a mining pool, you're kind of combining your computing power with others.
Right.
You're increasing the likelihood of solving those complex mathematical problems and earning rewards.
So it's like teamwork for crypto miners.
Precisely.
Okay, I like that.
And speaking of teamwork,
yeah,
let's circle back to those wallets that we discussed earlier.
Okay.
You know, WrkzCoin offers a good range of options from command line interfaces to graphical user interfaces to paper wallets. What's your take on the importance of wallet choice in the crypto world?
Oh, I think it's absolutely crucial, especially for newcomers.
Yeah.
You know, you need a wallet that aligns with your level of technical expertise and your security preferences.
Exactly.
You know, a command line interface might be good for tech-savvy users, but a user-friendly graphical interface could be a better choice for beginners.
I agree. And it's important to remember that your wallet is essentially the gateway to your crypto holdings.
Right.
You need to choose a reputable provider. You need to understand the different types of wallets that are available. And you need to prioritize security above all else.
Okay.
Remember, if you lose your private keys, you lose access to your crypto.
That's a scary thought.
It is.
So choosing the right wallet, that's not something to be taken lightly.
Absolutely not. It's a fundamental aspect of responsible crypto ownership.
Right. And while we're on the topic of responsible ownership, let's revisit those those exchanges where WrkzCoin is listed,
Mm.
Expatron and Kratex,
Hmm.
they seem to be like relatively smaller players in the crypto exchange space.
Yeah.
What are the like implications of that for someone who's considering like trading WrkzCoin?
Well, it's a valid point to raise.
Yeah.
Smaller exchanges might not have the same level of liquidity as larger platforms,
Right.
meaning it could be more challenging to buy or sell WrkzCoin quickly.
Okay.
And security is always a concern, regardless of the exchange you choose.
Yeah.
It's essential to do your due diligence,
Hmm.
research the exchange's reputation, and enable two-factor authentication to protect your account.
So even though WrkzCoin, like they emphasize security on their website,
Yeah.
it's still like up to the individual to take precautions and to
Right.
choose their trading platforms wisely.
Absolutely. Personal responsibility is paramount in the crypto world.
Hmm. As we kind of delve deeper into this world of WrkzCoin and TipBots and this whole evolving landscape of crypto,
Yeah.
it's striking how much emphasis is placed on community and social interaction.
Right.
It's not just about the tech anymore. It's about the people who are using it.
That's a really keen observation.
Yeah.
And it raises a fundamental question,
Sure.
is this shift towards community-driven crypto? Is this a passing fad, or is it a sign of a more sustainable and inclusive future for the entire ecosystem?
That's a great question.
It is. It's something worth pondering as we continue our exploration.
It certainly is, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on how this trend might play out in the long run. But
Yeah.
before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I think it's time to kind of like take stock of what we've learned so far
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like connect these individual pieces into a bigger picture.
Okay.
What do you think?
I agree. It's time to synthesize our findings and see where they lead us.
All right, so we spent a good chunk of time digging into this WrkzCoin thing,
We have.
explored their like unique proof system,
Mm-hmm.
witnessed the whole rise of tip bots and these microtransactions.
Yeah.
It's been a journey.
It has.
So now it's time to like take a step back,
Okay.
connect all the dots, right? Like what does it all mean? What's the big takeaway here?
Well, if we kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture here, I
Yeah.
think the main thing is that cryptocurrency, it's evolving.
Okay.
It's going beyond those purely technical roots.
Right.
It's becoming more social,
Yeah.
more integrated into our everyday digital lives.
Right, exactly. We're seeing that shift towards, community-driven crypto.
Yeah.
With projects like WrkzCoin, they're really pushing for that engagement, that participation.
Absolutely.
And those tip bots.
Yeah.
They're not just some like passing gimmick.
No.
They really could represent a big change in how we interact online,
Yeah.
how we exchange value.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it, right? Like in the future, you might be tipping your favorite content creators,
Right.
rewarding those helpful community members.
Yeah.
Even like playing games using crypto, all within, the online spaces you're already hanging out in.
Exactly.
That's wild.
It is.
It's like a glimpse into this future where cryptocurrency is just like seamlessly woven into, all our digital interactions.
It really is.
So let's bring it back to WrkzCoin specifically for a second.
Okay.
They've got that three-pronged proof system,
Mm.
proof of talk, proof of post, proof of work.
Yeah.
It's definitely unique, right?
It is.
Do you think this whole community-focused model, like, do you think it's actually sustainable in the long run?
It's a tough question,
Yeah.
and honestly, it's too early to tell for sure.
Yeah.
There are valid arguments on both sides.
All right, so let's break it
Yeah.
down, right? Like, what are the potential benefits of this model?
Well, as we talked about earlier, a strong community that can create a lot of buzz,
Yeah.
attract attention, and even drive demand for a coin by incentivizing participation through those proof of talk and proof of post mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
WrkzCoin is really fostering a sense of ownership, of investment among its users.
So it's like creating that network effect.
Exactly.
The more people who are involved,
Yeah.
the more valuable the coin becomes.
Precisely. And that can be a very powerful force in the crypto world.
But of course, there are potential downsides to think about as well.
Yeah.
Like what are the skeptics saying?
Well, some critics, they argue that that rewarding people for online interactions that could lead to kind of shallow engagement.
Okay.
They question whether those proof of talk rewards, will
Yeah.
they actually translate into real world value for the coin?
So it's that classic like quantity versus quality debate, right?
Yeah.
Like, are those Discord chats actually adding value to the WrkzCoin ecosystem, or is it just a bunch of noise?
Exactly. And that's a question that each individual investor has to kind of wrestle with themselves. Do they believe in the long-term potential of this community-driven model,
Yeah.
or are they skeptical?
And that brings us back to that point about research and due diligence.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, before you invest in any cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
you really need to understand the technology, the team, the community, the potential risks.
All of it.
All of it. Never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Right.
Always be wary of those promises of quick riches.
Absolutely. Cryptocurrency, it's a volatile space.
Yeah.
It's constantly evolving. You got to approach it with a level head.
Well said. Well said.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into WrkzCoin and this fascinating world of tip bots and microtransactions, we'll leave you with a final thought to ponder.
Okay, hit me.
Could WrkzCoin's community-focused approach, could this be a glimpse into the future of cryptocurrency?
Ooh.
Or is it just a passing fad?
I like that.
The answer, dear listener, lies in your own continued exploration of this exciting and ever-evolving space.
That's a good one.
Happy exploring.
Happy exploring, everyone. We'll catch you in the next deep dive.